This evening he was dressed for success in khakis and a button-down shirt. A day or two earlier, when I'd seen him last, he was a vision in baggy camo trousers and a sequin jacket. "Wished they was speaking English," he complained. "Why they gotta talk in Spanish?" "It's better this way," I said. "You telling me you know what they sayin'?" "A word here and there. Mostly it's just noise." "And that's how you like it?" "The English-speaking announcers talk too much," I said. "They're afraid the audience won't be able to figure out what's going on if they're not chattering away all the time. And they say the same things over and over. He's not working hard to establish the left jab. I don't think I've watched 5 fights in the past 10 years when the announcer hasn't observed that the fighter should be using the jab more. Must be the first thing they teach them in broadcasting school." "Maybe this dude saying the same thing in Spanish." "Maybe he is," I agreed. "But since I don't have a clue what he's saying, it can't get on my nerves." "You ever heard of the mute, Newt?" "Not the same. You need the crowd noise, need to hear the punches land. But these two ain't landing many." "Blame the one in the blue shorts," I said. "He's not working hard enough to establish the left jab." He did enough to win the 4-round prelim, though, getting a decision and a round of perfunctory applause from the crowd. Next on the card was a 10-round welterweight bout, a classic matchup of quick, light-hitting youth against a strong puncher a couple of years past his prime. The old guy, I think he was all of 34, was able to stun the kid when he landed a clean shot, but the years had slowed him some and he missed more often than he connected. In return, the kid peppered him with a barrage of blows that didn't have much on them. "He pretty slick. Too bad he doesn't have a punch. He just keep at you, wear you down. Meanwhile, he piling up the points. Other dude, he be tiring more with each round." "If we understood Spanish," I said, "we could listen to the announcer saying pretty much the same thing. If I were betting this fight, I'd put my money on the old guy." "Ain't no surprise. You ancient dudes has gotta stick together." "You think we need any of this here?" This here was the line of goods in the Galen catalog. The Galen Company is an outfit in Elyria, Ohio, offering electronic espionage equipment, gear to bug other people's phones and offices, gear to keep one's own phones and offices bug-free. There's a curiously bipolar quality to the whole enterprise. They are, after all, promoting half their line as a defense against the other half, and the catalog copy keeps changing philosophical horses in midstream. Knowledge is power, they assure you on one page, and 2 pages later they're championing your most basic right, the right to personal and corporate privacy. And back and forth the argument rages from "you have a right to know" to "keep their noses out of your business." Where, you have to wonder, do the company's sympathies lie? Given that their namesake was the legendary German intelligence chief, I figure they'd happily sell anything to anybody, committed only to increasing their sales and maximizing their profits. But would any of their wares increase my sales or boost my profits? "I think we can probably get by without it," I told TJ. "How we gonna catch Will without all the latest technology?" "We're not." "'Cause he ain't our problem?" "Not as far as I can tell." "Dude's the whole city's problem. All they talking about everywhere you go. Will this and Will that." "He was the headline story in the Post again today," I said, "and they didn't have any news to back it up because he hasn't done anything since last week. But they want to keep him on the front page to sell papers, so the story was about how the city's nervous, waiting for something to happen."